There are 3 key steps from my perspective to sharing the laser. First one we went over already, being able to unwind things. If you can unwind things, that's the first key thing. If you can unwind things, here's your next directive. Once you figure out how to unwind things, and many of you probably already figured it out today, your next directive, once you've figured out how to unwind things, your next directive is to go out and to find 5 people or 10 people. They'll be family, could be pets, could be neighbors, could be friends. Tell them, look, I'm practicing something, I'm learning something, I want your help. I want to practice on you. Invite them over, go over where they are, and say, hey, do you have any aches or pain? If they say yes, great. Have them sit down. I always have people sit down. And then go through, do unwind, quantum, until you see them breathe, sigh, smile, go into this relaxed, still point response. 10, 15 minutes, not long, until they say, oh, okay, great. If you can clear first on you those things and dissolve them, then you can do it on 5 or 10 people. There's a good chance one, if not one of those people will say, well, gee, that's great. How do I find out more information? How do I come to an event? How do I come to a live stream? How do I get one? I tell you, this is the biggest hurdle that most people have. They don't get comfortable. They're too concerned about getting rejected or not being successful. So I tell people, once you get that second, first, unwinding on you. Second, doing it on 5 or 10 people. Then your next assignment, go in public, go to the mall, go to the post office, go to the park, go somewhere, bring the laser, start using it on you. Someone will come up, maybe someone you see who's limping, someone's in a cast. Go up to them and say, hey, I got this great healing light. Would you like to give it a try? When Lily and I used to do this, we were going around working on everyone. Everywhere we went, we were working on people. We went on a trip, sitting by the pool, I'd sell lasers. We went over here, we'd sell. Our emissaries sell lasers everywhere they go. They always have 1 or 2 lasers with them. They're always working on people. If there's no one around, just start working on your own body. Do an unwind protocol. Hold it over the thymus gland. I almost guarantee, I never guarantee, but I almost guarantee that someone, if you're holding the laser here like this, they're going to come up and they're going to look at you and they're going to say, what the heck, what is that? For every person that looks at you like they're nuts, there's going to be someone who comes up and says, what is that? My response, I say it's some healing light. It's some healing light. Well, what would you say if you went up to some person looking a little different and they're holding this funky light, violet light that's coming out and looking like this, and they say it's healing light? Well, I'm not sure about you. I'd say, can I try it? Does it work? And if they say, just say, yeah, it works. Do you have any aches or pain? Go on and sit down. I'll show you. Put it on quantum. Keep it simple. Unwind quantum. Keep it simple. Put it over the neck. This is the easy step to sharing. Once you unwind and can unwind things, practice on 5 or 10 people, your neighbors, friends, have them sit down, then go out in public. Most people don't do this because they're concerned they're going to get rejected. And I got news for you. You're going to get rejected. It's okay. It's no reflection on you. All that means is that person doesn't want to dissolve their karma. This process works for clearing, dissolving karma things. It works. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be doing this every day if this didn't work. In fact, I was the one in the family that left college, and I wouldn't drive in cars at one point. I always slept out on the earth, at one period in my younger days. I left college. I gave everything away. Went to India. So my family's back in Connecticut. They think it's funny. They're like, wow, Paul really flipped around and took the capitalism. Electronics, direct selling. The only reason I do any of this is because it dissolves karma for me. Now, you couldn't pay me to be anything involved with any of this if it didn't have that effect. Really, I wouldn't have any focus for it at all. So again, this works. If someone doesn't want it, they're just telling you they're not interested in clearing their karma. And there's a lot of people that don't want to clear karma. They're busy holding on to it, which everyone's been through that phase, so it's okay. We don't have to be no big deal. Go out and get over this hurdle by finding some people, going up to them. Get it out of your system. If I stopped because of people that said, that's a bunch of nonsense, or that doesn't work, we wouldn't be here. Forget those people. I don't even hear that. That's like just background noise. I just keep going. For every person that walks by you and looks like someone's going to come up, they're going to say, wow, that's really cool. They're going to try it, and they're going to be a massage therapist or a cranial person or someone. They're going to feel the experience that we all feel using it, and they're going to say, I want one of those. I want to dissolve that every night. I want to come back to this place every night. Those are the people we're going out and looking for. I just go out and I trust those people are going to show up. And they do. Why? Because this should be a household tool. Everyone should have one of these to clear and dissolve karma. Are you kidding me? This is the future. This is the future. If we're going to live as a people that aren't reacting and bumping into each other's stuff, we got to find tools to dissolve and clear karma. Again, go out, five or 10 people to practice on, friends. Don't even try to sell it to them. Then go out and get that out of your system. That's the first step, sharing. First step to this process, sharing. Put that aside. Second step to the process, I call it activation. If you're in our network, activation, very simple. Anyone who has even come to an event, get on our newsletter list. Get our newsletters. Make sure everyone in your network, if you're an upper emissary who has a laser who you've ever shared, is on our newsletter list. Why? Because we send out invites to conference calls, retreats, seminars, live streams. We send out specials. We send out information about what's happening in the community. The universe works on physics of abundance, and so does our program. It's based on understanding the progression and opening. You come to our Still Point retreats, we're going to talk. And abundance isn't money. Abundance is neutral energy of the universe. The more you tune to the state of the universe, which is Still Point, by the way. Still Point is the inner state of the universe and beyond. Still Point is the neutral essence that comes in and manifests into this experience. Everyone take a moment, drop in right there. I don't even have to drop in. It's just like whoosh, open. Instead of practicing, again, this operating system thinking. Thinking gives you some different programs. You know, you get emotions, you get this, you get this. Well, that's an operating system. Get rid of that operating system. Still Point, new operating system. Brings you different things, different programs. Bliss, joy, happiness, peace. It gives you good programs. There's good programs here. All right, so activation. The next part about activation is being plugged into your community. Talk to the person who shared the laser with you. If you have a community, stay plugged in. Our top emissaries reach out to everyone. We have emissaries that have brought on 10, 15, 100, 200 people, 300, 400 people in their network. Huge networks. Send out some emails, some newsletters. Check in with them. Hey, are you aware of the upcoming special that's going on this month? Are you on the live stream? Do you have all your people on the live stream? Are you coming to the retreat in Vermont? Do you understand how you can earn the retreat in Vermont? Stay plugged into the people that you've brought into the community and to the people who brought you into the community. This is why we do a lot of events, to stay plugged in. We're a collective group that's working, emissary, person on a special mission. Our mission, quantum wave, nonlinear energy quantum wave. What is the goal of our company? To help welcome in the new season, this nonlinear wave of new energy here to find solutions and help us open up to a society of people that aren't fighting and at war, that are at peace and love and harmony and are here to open up to higher consciousness and who we truly are. That's our goal. That's what we're here for. And we're not a company. We're a boat moving together, a bunch of people trying to open up and clear karma. And that's why everywhere I go, if someone can't afford the laser, I show them Still Point. Still Point works easy. Great. They can get a laser, great. We have financing. We'll always find solutions. Activation, second key thing. And I tell you, some folks get involved with our network, our community, and they're good at one of these. They're naturally good at unwinding. They can do the laser great. Some folks are good at the plugging in and building community and activating and communicating with people and checking in. If you have one strong area here, build on that. Start on that. It's a great place to start and start to build around. You'll start coming to events, hearing more, talking to people, hearing how people do it. You'll get well-rounded and opened up to all of them. If there's one for now, if this is something you want to do, this is easy. If Lily and I can do this, you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. I'm telling you, I kid you not. You can do this. This is easy. I had one thing that was for me that I do a lot. I just unwind people. My approach to selling isn't even selling, it's sharing. I unwind lots of people. I trust totally if I unwind hundreds of people, there's a percent of those people that like that experience enough they want to do it on their own a lot. Another step in activation is key to activation is you've got to be comfortable going around and sharing the laser with people. Key, got to be going around, comfortable sharing the laser with people. So again, so far we had 2 steps so far. First one, sharing. Second one, activation. In fact, one of the things you should do for activation is have a folder with you. You should always have a folder. When you travel, all of our top emissaries, they have a laser, or many of our top emissaries have 5, 10, 15 lasers because they're sharing them out with people. Take it home for a few days. Give it a try. We just met with someone here in Maui last night. She has lasers. She gives them out. People end up wanting to buy them. They go and buy them. Again, always have a folder. In that folder, have some business cards, have some flyers. And when you go out, this is a big piece. We call this part seeding. Seeding. Seeding is so important. When you go out, you want to seed the area that you're in. So if you live in a certain area, you want to go to the health food store, put up a flyer on the wall. Have some flyers. Want a healing light? Give us a call, free demonstration, your information. We have some samples on our back office. You want to have little ones, so you can leave them at yoga centers, wellness centers, gyms, spas, local community centers, sports centers. Everywhere where there's a bulletin board place, put a flyer there. You meet someone, hand it out to people. Many of the emissaries in this group in Calgary, when there's an event going on, they print 150 flyers for that event and go around, give it to every person in town, on the street. They give it to the stores, the chiros, the acupuncturists, the massage therapists. All of those folks in your area are people you can go and give stuff and seed your area. If you have this stuff, if you have the laser, the ability to unwind things, and then this whole kit of all these different things, I tell you, if you're sitting at home wanting to share the laser with people, it's never going to happen. It's like the fish. Fish don't jump out of the water and come and land in your living room couch if you want to eat a fish. It's a bad analogy. I'm a vegetarian, yet it doesn't work like that. You got to go where there's fish. You got to go out to the garden to pick the vegetables. They don't just jump over to you and land. You got to go there where the things are. You got to get out and find people to share the laser with and work with them. I tell you, every day you should take, Lily and I used to take every day, we'd do one thing, spend 1 hour, print up flyers one day, check around with some local expos, health fairs. We have some emissaries, all they do are fairs. They go do local fairs, farmer markets, health fairs, new age fairs. I tell you, those are great places to do. We used to set up in health food stores and do demonstrations and give out cards. Great place to do some seeding. I tell you, seeding is key. If things are not so busy for you, go out, do a journey 100 miles around. Every health food store, pass out flyers. I tell you that, send out. Some people are good at doing it on social media. We have a friend here on Maui. She social medias before we do a live stream. Folks in Australia, she gets tons of people onto our live streams. Look for ways to get the word out. Abundance is about you putting energy out, which brings us to abundance. Abundance is key principle in this process. Abundance, key principle. Abundance requires us to open up and put energy out. When you put energy out, abundance comes in. Very simple physics. If you don't do anything and you're shut down, well, abundance doesn't come in. Abundance is perception. You open up to this field, to this space. The more neutral space you have in your field, to me, the more abundance opens up. Not money, resources. Could be money, could be other resources that are here to help you on your mission and on your journey. Could be energy for your health, for your wellness. To me, abundance is about having good neutral energy. What's more abundant, the finite physical body and personality, or the neutral state of still point and the still point space, the quantum field? You want to open to abundance. Every day, open up this space. Open up to abundance. I tell you, part of abundance, a big thing, and this is a tough one for a lot of emissaries and folks in our network. This is a big one. A lot of folks, I hear this again and again. They're healers, they're practitioners, they work on people, they give someone a great session. There are so many emissaries in our network who are so good at unwinding people and getting people in the zone. Yet they're practitioners and they're healers and they're concerned about the price and the selling, so they don't do that part. So they give a great session, then they never prompt anyone to actually get a laser. I hear this again and again. So here's how you deal with that. This is easy. This is about abundance. If you're not comfortable putting out there that, hey, this is what we have. I use it. I love it. One guy said to us that at an event, he said, if someone offered him $100,000 for his laser and he couldn't get another one, he would never. No way would he ever sell it. So other folks we heard gave higher values. If they could never get another one, was their only experience of it, would you sell it? No, people have said. So if you believe in this experience, which you can get, by the way, for the price of a cup of coffee a day. Cup of coffee a day, and you can finance it. Put a few $100 down, $200 down, and pay $100 a month. Well, you could be doing a session once a month and making that money back easy. Price of a cup of coffee a day, or just stop drinking coffee and put that in it and start paying for it that way. And instead of ratcheting up karma, you can dissolve and unwind karma. No brainer. I mean, for me, and I've spent a lot more than the cost of the laser on making this laser. I love this device. I love this device because I have never found anything else that can dissolve things. Had to make something because I hadn't found anything. So again, from my perspective, be comfortable putting out to the universe. When you do that process, Always have in that folder I discussed a little flyer for the current monthly specials. Here's how I would do it, okay? I give a session, unwind, hand them a little flyer, and just say, I just want to share this with you in case you come to the point where you want to buy a laser, want to get involved in the company. Find 5 or 10 people that you can practice this on. Practice it. Then go up and do a demonstration on someone and practice it. Expect rejection and failure the first go round. Get that out of your system. Get comfortable. There are so many emissaries who don't ever get into this. I tell you, we have, from my perspective, I'd take our emissaries over salespeople any day of the week, because our emissaries have one thing that a lot of the salespeople don't have: passion, experience. I guess that's 2 things: experience and passion, which is really one thing. They come from the same thing. Passion comes from the experience. So when you have the experience, that's contagious. People get like, wow, and you can show other people how to have that same experience. Are you kidding me? Those are the winning ingredients. The sales part's the easy stuff. You don't even need the sales part. All you need to do is be comfortable facing the rejection and putting out the variables so that people can have the choice. Do they want to jump into and get abundant or not? Really, really easy. I cannot say this enough. Abundance, got to be comfortable, though, at putting it out to the universe. If you're not comfortable with that, get it out of your system. Practice it so that you're real comfortable. Here's the flyer. And, oh, yeah, here's the financing list. Throw in a little piece about the financing. You know, we're not real tough. We're not like banks. Throw a little, make people comfortable, make people easy. And then most important, stay in still point. I never press a sale. I stay here. If someone wants to sell, they can tell me they want it. All right, really, really easy process. Anybody can do this. I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it.